Greetings, fellow ukuleleans. Jeff Weinberger coming at you here with a new tutorial. Today I'd like to start a new series. This is going to be called Those 70's Chords, and I'm going to use songs of the 70's to demonstrate all kinds of different chords, get you into chords, get you into strums, get you into picking techniques, scales, all the good stuff you need to know as a musician, but via some of the greatest songs of the 70's. That particular song was Half Breed by Cher. That was a 1973 song, kind of a left field hit, something that a lot of you might not be aware of unless you grew up in that era, as I did. And 1973 was a year of some great music. Another song in a similar vein that we're going to learn is Brother Louie, that song by Stories, that band. And that also was 1973. It happens to share the same key, the key of A minor, and a lot of the same chords. There's all kinds of music from back then. That 10 years encapsulated a lot of really monumental music. Some of it more famous than others. I mean, everyone knows Stairway to Heaven or Sweet Home Alabama or Smoke on the Water and songs like that from the 70's that were huge hits that still today are considered massive hits and very popular songs. This song is a little more obscure, but I do think it's worth going over. It has some pretty cool chords and some pretty fundamental things to learn. Let's go over the chords first. We're in the key of A minor, so naturally you're going to need an A minor chord. 2 0 0 0. You're going to need an F chord, which is 2 0 1 0. Very slight difference between those two chords. You're going to need a C chord, which is 0 0 0 3. Going to need a G chord, which is 0 2 3 2. Going to need an E7 chord, which is 1 2 0 2. Then I believe there might be one other chord in there, and that's a D minor, which we'll need for the chorus, and that's 2 2 1 0. So there you have it, all the chords. Very simple. That's why I chose this song first in our series, is because it's a great song. It's maybe an underappreciated song, but it has accessible chords that a beginner could probably handle. So there's all your chords. You're done. There's a riff at the beginning. That riff consists of 3 notes: the note A, the note G, and the note C. So what we're doing is we're playing G on the 3rd fret of our E string. We're hammering on the 5th fret of our E string, and then we're playing C at the 3rd fret of our A string like this. Now there are other places on the neck we could get those same notes, but I find it to sit really nicely right there. I'd say that would be the best place to play it. So again, 3rd fret on your E string is the note G. You hammer that onto the 5th fret of your E string, which is the note A. You play C on the 3rd fret of your A string. Return back to A on the 5th fret of your E string. Pretty easy little riff. Just 3 notes, A, G, and C. All right, so then getting into the song itself, the verse begins on an F chord. 2 beats of F, 2 beats of C, and then you hang out on G for 4 beats. Then you got 2 beats of G, 2 beats of E7, and 4 beats of A minor. If you want, you can throw that G in at the end. You can sneak that G in on the offbeat. But you can just stay on A minor for all 4 beats if you want to keep it real simple. All right, so first line of the song, the first half of the verse is F, C, G, G, E7, A minor. And then that G if you want to sneak it in.